All right, it's time to take what we learned about Python expressions and operations in the last video and apply it by writing some actual code here in Replit. So first things first, I'll go ahead and fire up our Python shell here by typing Python and then hitting enter. And then for our first example, let's try calculating the result of an integer division expression. Say 7 integer divided by 2. So for that, I'll just say 7 and then 2/2. And as we'd expect, we get 3, not 3.5, since 2 goes into 7 3 times, not accounting for any remainder. Next up, let's try to run an exponentiation expression. That's quite a mouthful. Say 2 to the third power. So we can just say 2, double asterisk, 3. And when we run that, we get 8, which is in fact what happens when you multiply 2 by 2 and then by 2 again. So for our third example, let's tackle expressions from a slightly different angle, that being text concatenation. So what I'll try to do here is concatenate the text string, the meaning of life, to a text string consisting of the digits 4 and 2. Basically the number 42, but as a text string. So I'll start by saying the meaning of life is, wrapped in quotes, and then of course a space after that, and then our plus sign, and then 42, but crucially, wrapped in quotes. So running that, and lo and behold, this addition of a seeming number, 42, to a text string actually works. Now that kind of addition between a number and some words seems like it shouldn't be possible. So why doesn't Python error out? It's all about those quotes that we wrapped the number 42 in. By wrapping 42 in double quotes in this example, I'm explicitly telling Python to treat it as a text string. No different than hello, world, or your name, and not a number. So when we add it to a text string, it's just concatenated like any other text string. Now on the other hand, we can multiply a text string by an actual number without fear of an error. For example, let's try multiplying the text string 42 by the actual number 8. So here, when we multiply 42 by 8, instead of getting, let me check my calculator, 336, since I wrapped 42 in quotes to tell Python it's a string value, we get a text string consisting of 42 repeated back to back 8 times. Perhaps a little less intuitive than repeating a word a certain number of times, but the principle is exactly the same. And it's certainly less annoying than printing something like, hey, in all caps, over and over again. But I'd never do that to you. Well, sorry, I just couldn't resist. Okay, probably better wrap this one up before I completely wear out my welcome. So up next, we'll look at a feature of Python, and pretty much any other programming language, that will allow us to take our expressions to the next level. Variables. I'll see you then.